Hi, I'm doing another one. This time, it's with the... Let me get the box real quick. Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Micron micromasters. Inside the box is pretty cool. I mean, you just kind of have art right there that shows different planets, and then you have this little manual thingy you can grab. And yeah, enough about the box. We're talking about these guys. These are the Micron micromasters, and as you can see here, they're all kind of a similar color. I just realized there's a lot of yellow going on here. But there is 4 Decepticons and 2 Autobots going on. And according to their instructions, this is Road Burner, this is Fire Guard, this is Runner, this is Motorhead, this is Sting Racer, and this is Windstorm. Kind of like Windblade, but not. Anyways, let's cut down to the different groups. Y'all have seen these guys before. You've seen these dudes in several different past videos. Pretty sure all of them, actually. If not all of them, at least most of them. These are the pea-colored versions of the dudes I did 2 videos ago. And they look kind of okay. They're not nearly as painted as the last ones. I mean, it's pretty much just yellow plastic. The only thing that's painted on these dudes is the windows right here, the gun on him, the torso, and the head. I think that's it. Yeah. Things that are painted on him. This tiny little part right here, the torso, the head. Oh, and these little side bits right here. Other than that, no other paint. It's kind of sad. Since you just saw all these guys are the same size, so I'm only going to do a size comparison of these two. Size comparison time. Legacy Voyager Class G-Axis. He's not even in frame. Studio Series Voyager Class Optimus Prime. Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn. A LEGO Star Wars B1 Battle Droid. A LEGO Star Wars ATTE. A LEGO piece I found on my floor. A box for a neon orange and purple Joy-Con set. The Redneck Rock. And finally, a Minecraft TNT Series minifigure box. So as you guys full and well know, they're tiny. But enough about the fact that they're small. You've already seen these guys, pretty much. So let's get on to the other ones. Here we have the other 2 Decepticons. Starting off with this one. He has hardly any paint. Good deco, though. But, I mean, he has hardly any paint, like I just said. I mean, black on the windshields, some silver on his arms, some purple for the torso and head. And, yeah. That's it. Yeah, this guy probably has the least amount of paint. And then, just like the other guys, there's a bunch of yellow. The other one is pretty good. Figure is completely casted in blue, except for some black parts. But yeah, there's not really anything interesting about him except this giant backpack and the fact he can't really stand. Okay, now he wants to stand. And this guy has some really loose hip joints, but other than that, he's kind of okay. Now for the last 2 that are Autobots, let's start with this one. He has a lot of paint, actually, going on. He has some paint on his torso and face, some paint on his windshields, and then a lot of paint going along the side and top and back of the car. This one, however, has pretty much no paint. He has a little bit of brown right there, some silver for the grill, silver on the arm, silver on the face, and a little bit on the torso. And then some black windshields, but other than that, you know, nothing else. Posability on these guys isn't very good, but since I've already showed you this mold for posability, they're not going to be shown here. Posability on these 2 isn't too bad. For Runner, he has no head swivel, ball joint at the upper shoulder, but you can't go 90 degrees with the arm. As you just saw, torso swivel-ish. Oh, you can kind of like, dude, there's some friction with that. You can kind of get some lift. You can probably fly off the ground. Yeah. You guys are probably so tired of that at this point. He can kick forward 90 degrees, can't kick back a full 90 degrees, but almost. And he cannot do the splits, just like everybody else. Knee bend, not nearly as much as I thought it would be, actually. No foot joints unless you count this. That's because of the transformation, but enough about Runner. Let's get into Motorhead. No head swivel, ball joint at the shoulder, doesn't go up to 90, can go forwards and all the way around. Torso swivel, can kick up more than 90, can kick back less than 90, cannot do the splits whatsoever, over 90 degree bend at the knee, and no foot articulation. So not very good. Posability on Windstorm is kind of mid, no head swivel, ball joint at the shoulder, but similar to Blackjack. It's just kind of that same joint where you can't really do anything with that, which is kind of annoying, except for there's a lot more kibble on the bottom arm, so it's kind of worse than blackjack. Torso swivel, he can kick up about 90, can't really kick back, can't really do the splits. Way more than 90-degree bend at the knee, and no foot articulation, so it's not very good. And lastly, we have Sting Racer. No head swivel, just like everybody else. Same joint as Windstorm on the upper shoulder. Torso swivel all the way around. Can kick up 90 degrees. Cannot kick back 90 degrees. Cannot do the splits. Knee bend, way more than 90 degrees, and no foot articulation because he doesn't really have feet, just like everybody else. You're not special, kid. Transformation on these guys is just as simple as literally everything else. Oh my gosh, this is going to require so much editing. And they're done. Here's Road Burner and Fire Guard, Runner and Motorhead, and Sting Racer and Windstorm. So overall, their vehicle modes are pretty good, as you can see. I'd say Runners is probably the most lacking in color since it's just black and blue, unlike in his robot mode where it's black, blue, and pink, and a little bit of yellow. I'd say Windstorm's my favorite because, I mean, that's just sick. Overall, they have some really good alt modes. Now, I'm sure you know by now, they can also combine Fusion and Fusion. Yeah, you already know, these guns are stupid, but you don't know what two of these look like. Here is Runner and Motorhead's combination, and Sting Racer and Windstorm. They're all pretty stupid. But anyways, at least they had it. Hope you all enjoyed this one. This is probably the longest video I'm going to be making, to be honest, because I'm reviewing 6 figures instead of the normal 2 or 1. But yeah, I mean, these things are pretty good. Good boy. I actually forgot to rate them, so I give this set about a 7.5 out of 10.